Going live. Before the adventure began, there was the adventure. We're rewinding all the way back to where it started. Digimon Adventure, the movie. Join us as we dive into the English dub of this short film that introduced us to Tai, Kari, and the first Digi battle of the digital world. From giant Agumon to the iconic Greymon versus Parrotmon showdown, we're breaking it all down. Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are
hopefully awesome.
That's right, a positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And today's geeky thing is... Digivolution is a pin running. Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know what's coming? Did time off and then all to say, let me hear you say Digimon. Special thanks to Basilius of Stupidonia for being our producer for the month. We greatly appreciate you, Basilius, for all of your support. And special shout out to all our members and producers listed down at the bottom of the screen here. Everybody, welcome to this week's edition of Digimon, My Adventures with Digimon. We have went all the way back to the premiere. Oh, hello.
Thank you, Samantha.
What's up? What does it say?
Samantha Urbank has become a member.
Hey!
Thank you. Enjoy the Lucy emoji.
Welcome to the dog pound.
Nailed it.
I feel like we already welcomed her to the dog pound.
Well, we do, you know, sometimes you gotta do more.
Yeah. What's up, Matt ZR? Oracle's in.
ZR. The Oracle is in chat, everybody.
Yeah.
I love how you I could not hear that at all.
No.
I don't know if they could either.
No.
I mean,
no,
they probably
that
could.
bro and that go.
We had it
dog.
turned. We had it turned down, so they could probably hear it. They could probably
Understood,
hear it better
Samantha.
but obviously, we've gone all the way back to the first ever Digimon Adventure anything. It's very exciting times, Maggie.
Oh, yeah.
Very exciting times.
I'm so sorry.
Hey, you know what? It's okay, Maggie.
I'm so sorry.
It's exciting. We're
There's
yawning.
a lot of excitement going on.
Do you know why there's a lot of excitement going on?
Because we're talking about
Because we're going back to the digital world, baby!
bitches.
Yeah! Season 1, Episode 0. Digimon Adventure. Special thanks to Digimon.fandom.com and Matt ZR, the Oracle, for helping us curate the information for this episode.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
So we can't play sound effects with.
I think we can. Again, I had
overlays.
it turned all the way down in our ears, so that's probably why we couldn't
okay.
hear it. They probably heard it just fine. More than likely.
More
I could be wrong. This is the first movie overall of Digimon. The original air date was March 6th, 1999 in Japan. It played for Fox Kids in theaters when Digimon the movie released on October 6th in the year 2000.
Hallelujah.
In the year 2000.
Millennium.
No, I'm doing Conan.
I know.
Son of a bitch.
Shut up.
All right. But it also hit Discotheque on December 17th, 2024, when we finally got the OG version with new dub. So, like, no longer in America, the only version of this that we had was the bastardized version
Oh, yeah.
that was included in the Digimon the movie.
That one's a
right?
hot mess, y'all.
It is not great. I still love it.
I
I love Digimon
hey,
the movie. All right.
I understand.
But it was wonderful
Yeah.
getting to see it again in widescreen for the first time since theaters.
Yeah.
Seeing it in high definition for the first time since theaters. I don't even know if it was be considered high definition when I watched it in theaters, you know, because this was the year 2000.
Sorry.
But like, it was awesome. I'm so ecstatic to have like these movies on Blu-ray. Like it's wonderful. The synopsis is as follows. One night in Houghton View Terrace, Tai and his sister Kari witness a mysterious egg emerge from their dad's computer. The next morning, the egg hatches into Bodemon, which quickly bonds with Kari and later digivolves into Koromon. As they care for him, Koromon suddenly transforms into a giant Agumon and takes Kari on a chaotic run through the city. Their adventure turns dangerous when a massive Parrotmon emerges from the sky. Agumon attempts to fight, but is overpowered. He then digivolves into Greymon and battles Parrotmon, only to be knocked unconscious. Tide desperately blows Kari's whistle, awakening Greymon, who unleashes a powerful fire attack. Both Digimon vanish, leaving Ty and Kari in the aftermath of the destruction. Unbeknownst to them, 6 other children, Matt, Sora, Izzy, Mimi, Joe, and TK, witness the battle from their windows, marking them all as future Digi-destined.
Yeah.
This is Digimon Movie 1, Digimon Adventure. Maggie, what did we think about this movie?
It was really nice seeing what it actually should be.
Right?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying about like like back in the day, in 2000, y'all was used to, you know, America. Just the Fox Kids just Americanized the shit out of it and
I'll be
put
honest.
all kinds of cool music in it.
I was very let down when Rockefeller Skank did not play. That was kind of a letdown. You know, as much as I love the classical music, as much as the next person, just something about, you know, Koromon attacking their cat and it going, run about now. The Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. And like, I was kind of missing it.
Yeah.
It's kind of missing. I'm joking. Obviously, it was wonderful seeing like the legitimate version of it.
Yeah.
You know?
And with almost all the original voice
Cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, when we get into the Saban Dub, Matt Ziar's given us a bit of information about those that couldn't return.
Yeah.
But there's actually some really interesting notes about who were like replaced, like specifically Greymon.
Yeah, that's what Matt Ziar just said in chat.
Oh yeah. Like, did he say like who it was and stuff? Oh, okay,
well, he didn't say the exact name, but like, voiced let's see, Greymon here for the redub. It made me emotional since he was replacing his dad who passed away.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah. He's got some good stuff when we get into the Saban Dub version segment of this show. But yeah, like, it's obviously this is a 20-minute short, so like it's kind of hard to, you know, talk about like character breakdown and stuff. But overall, because I do have some things that I think will spark some conversation. So, you know, instead of just like kind of beating us down like for the next 20 minutes in this segment, we'll just kind of say whether we liked it or not. And
I loved it.
It was great.
Yeah.
I feel like the animation was better than even the Fox Kids version, because like
I
always felt like, and I don't mean like the show, but like the Fox Kids edit of this, like it always felt very I don't know what the right word is,
choppy.
I was gonna say like mushy. Like it's almost like they were painted without outlines a lot of times. Like specifically one shot that always sticks in my head is when Kari's like crying, you know, and like she's got all like the snot and stuff, you know. Yeah. And she's like, hey, come on, or whatever. Yeah. And like Ty's like, don't quit. And like, I don't know, just that always looked not good to me as a kid.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was just like a bad transfer of the video or whatever. Yeah. But I feel like in this it looked better. Yeah. And I mean, that could just be a difference of taste, you know, or just it being in high definition. Like maybe it just looked better than it did on the DVD that I was stuck watching for 25 years. You know? Yeah. But no, I definitely loved it. I definitely think buying the Discotheque Blu-ray collection of the first 3 movies is 100% worth getting. Just solely for this. I'm certain the other 2 will be just as good.
Oh, yes.
Like, Our War Game is one of my favorite movies.
Yes, it is.
Period. You know? Yeah. But I'm really excited to watch the 3rd one, because I've never seen the unaltered version of that. And there's so much of a difference with that piece that when I finally get to see that, I'm really excited to see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you liked it really good?
Yes, I did. It's just like, I understand why Fox Kids like chopped it up all the crap, But like in Japanese culture, it's normal to leave your kids
Yeah, yeah.
like home alone. And it's actually normal to see like a 3-year-old walking to
Yeah.
the grocery store to get a
They-
gallon of milk.
They all take care of each other.
Yeah.
Like,
That's-
communities look out for each other.
Yeah. That's very normal. So like
Yeah.
I was sitting there thinking, I was like, yeah, I could see why they decided to be like, oh, they're not really home alone.
Yeah.
You
Or
know,
like their dad stumbling in
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
dad's
Which was
drunk.
completely removed from the
Yeah,
other.
so yeah, totally. Because I was like, no, I wasn't in the other one.
Yeah.
I would remember that.
yeah. I
Yeah.
did not recall that.
Yeah. And little Kari's so little.
Yes,
She's
she
like
is. Like
Baby
Henry size.
Henry
Yeah.
size.
It's so cute. We should get Henry a whistle. Like, and it was interesting seeing Kari in this, having watched the first 20 episodes of Digimon, and she's not in it,
No.
and so like obviously, we're kind of watching it out of sequence. Like
Yeah.
the best place would have been before we even started the series.
Yeah.
But like I think it'll be really cool next week when we actually see current Kari.
Yeah.
I think that'll be really cool. So,
Yeah.
but you know what else is cool?
What?
War.
What is it good for?
War. Just to be clear, war is not cool.
No.
But
It's
the
not.
segment "War, what is it good for?" is cool. So this is how the big bad plot has progressed this week. So Tai and Kari befriend their first Digimon. The other Digidestined also watch the Greymon / Parrotmon fight from their apartments. And this event would later be the catalyst for their being chosen to save the digital world. So we don't get clarification on this until like, I think around episode 40. But like we revisit it. That's when homeostasis pops up and it's like, hey bitches, this is where we scanned you. And like it kind of gives a little more context to this
Yeah.
whole thing. Not a lot,
Yeah.
but like it is 100% canon. And like, especially as we get into this and you see like where this original idea came from, it's just wild that what was kind of a throwaway idea that it became so integral to the series.
Yeah.
Like it's just wild. It's crazy. Sorry, I feel like I was getting ready to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
No, I don't know. It looked like I was about to say something, but I wasn't even sure what I was going to say.
Hey,
So
you
I'm
know
so
what?
sorry.
I love it. Don't apologize, because that just means we can get into continuity.
Carry on my wayward son.
All right. So this is typically we talk about like continuity being like within the show itself.
Yeah.
A lot of this stuff, because again, it's a 20-minute short. There's not a whole lot to talk about. But a lot of this stuff includes like some behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
So some things I didn't know as I was reading this. So very excited to share. So Digimon Adventure is both the first released anime production and the first film in the Digimon franchise. It is also the first installment of the Digimon Adventure continuity, followed by the original Digimon Adventure television series. Digimon Adventure. How many times do you think I'm going to say Digimon Adventure in this?
Digimon Adventure. Digimon Adventure.
So Digimon Adventure premiered on March 6, 1999 as part of the 99 Spring Toy Anime Fair alongside Dr. Slump, Irel's Surprising Burn, and Yu-Gi-Oh! So there was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Short, I guess. Or maybe the first, I don't know. The first episode of Digimon Adventure television series premiered on Fuji TV the next day.
Wow.
So this came out, and then the next day, it was, Ty's asleep, and he's like, looks up, and oh, there's snow. Like, oh, whoa, that's weird. And there was rivers of chocolate milk. Stupid. Terrible. The film project that eventually became Digimon Adventure was the first Digimon anime production to be greenlit. So there had never been anything Digimon related in anime prior to this, which is wild.
That is.
So they went from a Tamagotchi to this, right? And so just having to think it through of like, what the fuck do we do? Like, how do we turn a Tamagotchi into a story? Like, what do we do, Let's see here. Approximately a month and a half before a television anime was also greenlit, As such, it was for the most part produced as a standalone film, so there was no intention for this to be a part of any larger story
Okay.
from the get-go. Now, obviously, once they knew it'd be a part of the anime, they reworked some of it.
Yeah.
But the original intention was that it was standalone. The bookends seen in the final cut featuring Ta as he appears in the Adventure television series were only added after the series had been greenlit. One early concept for the film was simply titled Digital Monster, not Digimon Adventure. It was intended to be a prequel to a then current concept for an upcoming televised anime series, also titled Digital Monster. So before Digimon Adventure, there was another version of this out there that it was gonna be, which was Digital Monster. Okay. But was to be set significantly further in the series' past. So the original version of this was supposed to be set much earlier. So the film would have starred a character by the name of Akira, the father of the planned protagonist of the Digital Monster anime, and would have depicted what was billed as the first encounter between humans and digital monsters in Akira's own childhood. A character named Hikari is also present, but unlike Hikari, she has no pre-existing relationship to Akira. In the story, a Bodemon appears out of thin air in front of Akira while he is working on a radio. Bodemon/Cormon is immediately friendly and attached to Akira, but after an encounter with a cat, Cormon follows its senses to a nearby electronics repair shop where he and Akira meet Hikari and her Digimon, Tanamon. Tanamon is the in-training version of Palmon.
Yeah.
So like the little green onion looking one.
Yeah.
Do you actually know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I
Okay.
believe so. Yes.
Okay.
I know. I had that look
Like
in my eyes.
the Cormon age.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's in training.
Yes.
And so the one that digivolves into Palmon, that's Tenamon. Out of concern about contradictions that could be caused by setting the film in the same time period as the television series, it was decided instead to make it a prequel to the series. The film's crew initial concept, similar to the Digital Monster pitch, was to instead star Ta's father in his own childhood around the beginning of the 1964 Summer Olympics. That was the original concept for Digimon Adventure. And Ta's dad would have been involved with Digimon.
Yeah.
So like all this time where I've been like, why did Matt's dad know who Gabumon is?
Yeah.
And like I always theorized, oh well, maybe their parents were like original Digidestined or something, you know? And like turns out that was a seed that like they had in the back of their head. Obviously in Try, you know, we get a little bit more clarification on the Digidestined. But like it's just interesting that the parents playing a bigger part in the relationship with the Digimon like was there from the get-go, you know. At the very least the idea of that.
Yeah.
I would love to see this. Like even though this doesn't exist, I would love to see like somebody make this, you know, just to see like what would it have been, you know.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. I'm trying to. I think I'm going to take off a sweater.
Oh, okay. No worries.
I'm
Too hot.
I'm getting too hot, and I am tired.
Falling asleep. This version would have been a comedy where the characters would cause mayhem around Tokyo. However, Toei executives rejected the script and directed the production crew to abandon the 1960s setting and instead, in response to other film studios' scheduling of kaiju films in their spring 1999 lineup, take the film in the direction of a Digimon-themed kaiju film. So because there were kaiju films coming out in 1999, they were like, hey, why don't you make Digimon a kaiju film? And that's why we got this, which is straight up a kaiju movie. Like it's straight up by the end of it with Parrotmon and Greymon fighting.
Oh yeah,
it's straight up a kaiju movie. I don't know why I never put that together.
Yeah,
like of course I fell in love with this series. You know, like of course I did. I love it so much.
I just like us watching it. I'm like, why is Agumon so big?
He was so big. And
why is he so big?
They actually have names for this Agumon and Greymon.
Oh, they do?
Well, at least the fans do. I don't know if it's like official or not, but they call him Large Agumon and Red Greymon.
Red Greymon.
Yeah, because his coloring's a bit more red than orange.
Yeah.
But that way it differentiates it from the others.
Okay.
Going forward, while they retained the prequel idea, they settled on setting the film just 4 years before the television series. setting the film's climax between apartment complexes was chosen to act as a coliseum from which an audience of children could naturally watch the kaiju fight from a dispassionate remove above them. I don't know if I copied that over right. Hikari was chosen simply because it was, or I'm sorry, Hikarigawaka. I think that's the area. Was chosen simply because it was the nearest apartment complex to the office, allowing for easy access for location scouting. It replaced early plans for the story to be set in downtown Tokyo.
Ah.
It's just so funny. All of these little things that came together to make this movie.
Yeah.
And it's so like, I just like any one of these differences would have completely changed it, you know?
Yeah.
Like something about this taking place in an apartment complex. It's taking place around, you know, Tan Kari.
Yeah.
Having the dinosaur, like, you know, not being downtown Tokyo. Like all of these things is like the things that make me love this because it is so original as opposed to just trying to, you know, redo a Godzilla movie. And like the fact that all of these were just chosen as like, oh, we did this because of this. You know, Mario has a mustache because it's that's the only way we could give him any kind of facial characteristics in Donkey Kong, you know? And like it's just stuff like that just blows my mind that these little simple choices they made at the time is what makes these things so endearing, you know? It's crazy. The initial storyboards did not feature any of the other 6 chosen children from the Adventure series. They were added into the film to establish a link with the series. So that's a little bit of pre-production information.
Yeah.
So as we get a little bit further in, we'll talk about some more of the stuff that they did to kind of work this into the overall series and stuff.
Yeah.
So
but
before we get into that, let's get into Welcome to the Party, pal.
Welcome to the party, pal.
And this is where we talk about the new characters that joined us this week. So, of course, our big boy.
Yeah.
That's right. So we got Egg, Bodemon, Koromon, Big Agumon, and Red Greymon, all of which will be represented by Red Greymon here. So he goes all the way from level Egg to champion.
Yeah.
So we see a whole thing here. Special move for Big Agumon is Pepper Flame, not to be confused with Pepper Breath.
Pepper Flame.
Yeah. Pepper Flame, where he shoots a fireball from his mouth. Red Greymon has the special move Nova Flame, again, not to be confused with Nova Blast, where he spews ultra high temperature flames from his mouth to reduce everything to ashes. In the English dub of Digimon the movie, Kari states that this Koromon isn't the same Koromon Tai became partners with. The Digimon series memorial book, Digimon Animation Chronicles, also says that it may be a different Koromon. However, Digimon Adventure Tri implies via Agumon's memory that they are in fact one and the same.
Wow.
So I don't know. Continuity error? Probably. I think it's like, okay. And here's the thing. What would you consider, at what point is it considered the same one? Because like if Digimon, you know, we all know Digimon die, they get reconfigured and they come back, right? Sometimes it's like Patamon, where like he just loses all of his energy, goes all the way back down to an egg. And sometimes like they're literally destroyed and all their data just comes back as, you know, a whole new Digimon, right?
Yeah.
But like Devimon will be reborn at some point, right? So if this Greymon died, assuming this Greymon died, and his data went back into like the DigiWorld pool of data, right?
Yeah.
Into the big hard drive in the sky.
Yeah.
And then it was downloaded into the egg.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. That like homeostasis and Geni and all that put together for Ty and the other kids. Would that be considered the same one? I mean, I guess we're kind of talking about like a digital reincarnation.
Yeah.
You know? So like, I don't know. I don't know if I would say it. I feel like ultimately I would say it's not the same one.
I don't think it is.
And plus, Try, as much as I like Try,
Yeah.
it is the weakest continuity wise as far as like the people involved.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like the original series runner and stuff, like wasn't a part of Try.
Yeah.
So if they wanted to, they'd be like, that was
Yeah.
nothing. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you know. We got homeostasis running around as,
No worries.
you know, dark kin and shit. So don't even front, dogs. All right, don't even worry about that. But yeah, Red Greymon, love him. I did miss that we didn't get the epic I'm Greymon now. Like I hate we didn't get that in this.
Yeah. I kept on waiting for that to happen.
He doesn't talk. At no point, like he only talks as Koromon.
Yeah.
That's the only time, and apparently he was never supposed to talk. The original idea was that it just never talked.
Yeah.
And then when they realized, oh no, in the series they do talk, they were like, well, okay, well let's go back in and give Koromon some stuff. But that's why, like that's why Agumon's like not talking and not like why he feels like a completely different creature from Koromon.
Yes.
That's why. And it really threw me off because I was like, why is Agumon like almost a bad guy at this point? You know?
Agumon.
He's just like, they're kind of like brain dead monsters a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's just compared to like what we get. And, you know, I like to have like headcanon that maybe, you know, technology gets better, you know, every day or whatever. And so maybe the Digimon just evolved into more capable creatures of you know, communicating and stuff in the 4 years that had transpired, which was also in Digiworld, you know, that would have been like 4,000 years. No, it would have been like longer. Because it's like
I was trying to be funny.
It means that, you know, that we still have 10,000 years of summer vacation left. Okay.
No.
Now let's get into Who's That Digimon?
Who's that Digimon?
It's Pikachu!
It's Kari!
All right, so getting into Who's That Digimon. This is where we talk about the Digimon antagonist. Polywana Sonic Screwdriver. I gotta say, of all the things they could have done, a giant fucking parrot's kind of weak. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that
Like,
mother trucker got his wing blow off.
You know,
There
dude, that was insane. Like, I had never.
Yeah.
And I know, I guess they tweaked it in the Fox Kids version to not really make you realize that his fucking wing got blown off.
Yeah.
But like, holy fuck, that was
freaking
intense,
feathers
man.
were everywhere.
That was awesome. But still, just Parrotmon. Like, if that's what you're gonna start with. Like, we got a huge ass dinosaur,
Yeah.
and you bring a parrot.
Yeah.
Bringing a parrot to a dinosaur fight. All right, whatever. Parrotmon, get this, Maggie, is an ultimate level Digimon.
Yeah.
Ultimate level. Fighting a champion level Greymon. So imagine an ultimate level Digimon being birthed out of an egg. Because that's what fucking happened. A fucking huge ass egg popped open and an ultimate level popped out. That's crazy. I don't even understand that. That doesn't make any sense to me. His attribute is Vaccine. Special move is Sonic Destroyer, where he uses shockwaves created at Mach speeds to attack an opponent. And his other attack is Monier Lightning, where he unleashes a powerful bolt of lightning from its forehead. The description is as follows. A strange, mysterious bird that wandered from another digital world through a space-time rift. The talons on its feet possess mighty power. As it is very highly intelligent and calm, it prefers not to battle, but once it is angered, it gets out of control. Maggie, where would you like to put Parrotmon in our ranking of the Digimon of the movies so far?
You might have to. Oh, wait. Oh, in the movies? Oh, he's just one. I'm so sorry. I got so into my head that it's the list from the season.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
There's no. I can't.
It's okay. You're fine.
I'm revving it up, man, and I
did
can't.
spring it on you. Spring
yeah.
it on you. So no worries.
Parrotmon's number one.
So you think number one?
Yeah.
All right.
He's the super mother trucker. He's number one.
Your new ranking. At number one, Parrotmon.
Probably want a cracker.
All right, let's get into the Saban Dub.
Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut.
Are you going to be able to do Sailor Moon?
Oh no, I'm trying. I am trying so hard to rally, and it's hard.
You got it, dog. You got it. All right, so time to talk about the Saban Dub. This is where we talk about all the differences between the original version and the Americanized bastardization. It's going to be fun.
Fun.
So specifically in this, we're going to talk a lot about the Digimon the movie version
Yeah.
of this movie.
Yes.
So not, obviously we watched the discotheque version, which is a dub of the original. But we're going to be mentioning more, kind of like in Sailor Moon, how we talk about the Deke dub.
Yeah.
Even though it's not really the one that we're watching.
Yeah.
Same kind of
Okay.
concept here. So Saban Entertainment used the Digimon Adventure short film as part one, titled Houghton View Terrace, Japan, 8 years ago for Digimon the movie. The original score, which with the exception of Butterfly playing over the credits, consists entirely of Maurice Rivali's Bolero, is totally replaced in the movie. Unlike other dub productions, the movie uses licensed pop songs from the US in addition to the usual score from Saban's dub of the Digimon Adventure and Digimon Adventure 02 television series. Again, Rockefeller Skank.
How
Never
dare they.
forget.
Never forget.
All right.
Never forget.
That soundtrack's still all-time banger. I got into
He still
ska.
plays it.
I got into ska because of Digimon.
I
All
thought
right.
you got into ska because of God.
No. No. How dare
I'm
you?
sorry.
Listen, I love Supersonic, Sonic Flood. I can't remember what they're called. Fuck, what was their names?
What?
The fucking the Christian ska band.
Oh, I can't remember.
They had one is called Little Man. Cause I'm a little man. So Mighty Boss Tones. No, that's not it.
No.
That's a real one.
How dare you?
Never had to knock on wood, but I know someone who has.
Check out Ska
Makes me
Tune
wonder if I
on
could.
YouTube.
Makes me wonder if I.
Ska Tune.
I lost my headphones. There we go.
Uh,
Saban uses more jokes, such as Ty mentioning having a chicken coop that is not said in the sub or the redub. A shot of Tachi kneeling on a chair so that he can reach the kitchen counter is cut from the movie. Bodemon's bubble versus Kari's whistle was different. In the Saban dub, the melody was to the tune of the Saban dub Digimon theme. I always hated that. Like, even in the theater when I was watching it alone,
alone.
I hated that. I'm like, this is stupid. Why the fuck are they humming the Digimon theme? Like, I'm being pandered to right now, and I don't like it. And then Rockefeller Skank kicked in, and I was like, okay, I'm back. You got me. You got me, you bastards. Whereas Kari always just kept using her whistle as a whistle in the sub and redub. In the original version, when Ty answers the phone, there is no voice or speech on the other end of it, only the sounds of it malfunctioning due to Bodemon evolving at that moment. However, in the Saban version, Ty is instead subjected to a tirade from Sora about how she has just learned from Mimi that it was Ty who recently vomited in her hat without telling her. Again,
Yeah.
just shoving any kinds of shit jokes that they can into this at any point.
Yes.
You know?
Oh, yes.
It's like, what are we doing? In the original version, Koromon only speaks in its Koromon form, and as Agumon and Greymon, its vocalizations are limited to realistic roars. However, in the movie version, when Ty attempts to address it as Koromon after it evolves into Greymon, it replies, I'm Greymon now. Oh, okay, big guy.
Tai Chi. Tai
The shots, the shots depicting Suzumu Yagami coming home and attempting to say goodnight to his children are cut, likely because of his drunkenness.
He really drunk.
Blame it on the booze, got you feeling loose. Blame it on the drone, got you in the zone. Blame it on the Fucking nailed it. In the original version, Parrotmon does not announce the name of its lightning attack technique, which is called Munir Thunderin in other Japanese media. In the movie, Parrotmon announces the technique as Sonic Destroyer, which is the name of a totally different technique of Parrotmon's in both Japanese and other English media that does not involve lightning. They just fucked up.
Yeah.
They just fucked that up big time.
Yeah.
Bigly. Imagine if Metal Greymon was like fucking Giga Cannon and like blew fireballs out his asshole, you know? Everybody'd be like, what the fuck?
So scary.
It is scary.
I don't
It
wanna
is
think
scary.
about that.
The shot of Greymon's first mega flame impacting Parrotmon is trimmed to omit the blast tearing off Parrotmon's wing. I knew I hadn't seen that.
That wouldn't have hurt anybody to see that.
Yeah, it's just a big old bird.
Green feathers went everywhere.
Yeah, it's fun. In the English dub, the Big Agumon and Red Greymon of the movie are credited as Big Agumon and Red Greymon in order to differentiate them from Ty's partner Agumon and Greymon. The Discotheque dub had to replace some of the voice actors from the original English dub. These include Elise Lovelock as Mimi. She replaces Phyllis Sampler, who unfortunately passed away. Most of these actually passed away. Eli Farmer as Joe. He replaces Michael Lindsay, who passed away. Bryce Papenbrook as Greymon. This was a nice passing of the torch moment since he replaces his dad as the character. His late dad is widely known for voicing Power Rangers bonehead villain Rito Revolto.
That's cool.
Him and Goldar were best of buddies.
Yay.
And Matt ZR adds RIP to Bryce's dad, Bob Papenbrook. Yeah. Thanks to Matt ZR again for gathering this info. We greatly appreciate you, buddy.
Good job.
Upgrades.
The Oracle.
The Oracle.
Spoken. That's right. Now let's get into That's Just Prime.
Well, that's just prime.
Wish that
Bum,
screen
bum, 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 bum. Do what?
I wish that
Yeah.
it just kept on going.
I could make that happen. All right. So we got a line here from Ty. I think this is the only line I have. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. You're never quite the same after you meet your first Digimon.
It's a masterpiece.
Thank you. Who says there's no such thing as monsters? I really want to hear Matt's band. Like, I wish we could just skip ahead to season 2. So I really want to hear, what were they called? Wolf men? What are they called?
I think so.
Knife of Day.
Knife of Wolfman knives, something like that.
All right, let's get into Digimon References, part of the bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
You become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
So, Maggie, this film was the directorial debut of Mamoru Hosoda, who went on to direct many of things, which we're going to talk about right now. So, Mamoru Hosoda, his directorial debut was this.
Wow.
First thing he ever directed was this. All right. Mamoru Hosoda went on to direct 7 episodes of Digimon Adventure. He also directed Digimon Adventure Our War Game, followed by The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, Summer Wars, Digimon Adventure 3D, Digimon Grand Prix short, which apparently is not anything to worry about. Wolf Children, which is so good.
So good.
The Boy and the Beast, Mariah, and Belle.
Yeah.
So, Summer Wars, fantastic. Girl Who Leapt Through Time, fantastic.
Yes.
Wolf Children, fantastic. I've just not watched The Boy and the Beast. and Mariah,
Yeah.
which I feel like we'd like.
We
Belle,
started it,
I
then we had to
thought-
stop it.
yeah, I thought Belle was good. I thought it was good.
It was
It wasn't exactly what I was thinking it was going to be. Like I was expecting more Summer Wars, and like it wasn't really that. But it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Summer Wars is fantastic. A lot of people would just say it's our war game, but without Digimon.
Yeah.
And that's fair. But I love Summer Wars. I think it's an unofficial Digimon movie.
Yes.
You know, like it's.
I agree.
God, you remember when we watched that just randomly one day? It was like a
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah, and you're like, oh my God, it's Digimon.
Yeah, and it was great. We fucking loved it.
Yeah.
I love that shit. The Digimon Adventure short film and Digimon Adventure our war game have been credited with bringing director Mamoru Hosoda to the attention of Studio Ghibli head producer Toshio Suzuki, who is said to have identified him as a potential successor to Hayao Miyazaki on the basis of his work on the two short films. This led to a brief tenure at Studio Ghibli in which Hosoda was, for a time, attached as the director of Howl's Moving Castle.
One of my favorites.
Isn't that insane?
That's crazy.
He was going to do it. He was going to direct it. Although he departed both the project and the studio over creative differences before its completion. I'm not shocked.
I'm not either.
Ghibli runs a tight ship, you know.
Miyazaki, he doesn't give a flying flip.
Miyazaki, his word is God. And if he's like, oh, I want to do this, they're like, I will fucking kill whoever I need to make sure you can do this, sir. Like, that's what they do, you know? They don't give a fuck, man.
I'm sorry, chat.
What?
Look, Kari says, I'm literally sleep drunk right now.
Yeah, she is.
I'm
She really
trying.
is.
I'm trying really hard, and it sucks. It sucks
Right.
because I want to be here and everything. It's just my brain just won't stop, you know. And I love you.
Yeah. I
I
love you.
you.
Oh, I love you.
It's your birthday, and I want to stay away.
Hey, you know what? You've already given me the best gift of all. Let me do this YouTube thing.
I thought you was gonna say wet Gary.
Wet Gary.
Wet Gary.
No, we that's not. We don't call anything Wet Gary.
It's a
To be-
dinosaur.
yeah, we're
It's
talking about a dinosaur.
He's an iguanodon.
Just want to make sure everybody knows.
Really cool iguanodon.
That's not an innuendo of you.
No, it's not. Sorry. That's how bad off I am. I can't. That don't make any sense. I could be
Oh
rubbing
my
my
God.
eye for like a whole minute.
Hey, here's something for you, Maggie.
Of what?
The text that appears like computer code throughout the film is from Psalms 109 in the New International Version of the Bible.
NIV of the Bible. Damn.
Dude, Mamoru Hosoda, he don't give a fuck.
Wonder what Psalm 109 is.
I'll tell you right now.
I feel you, girl. I'm drained too. This isn't like this week is like the first like full week we've been back at school, and I'm like dead.
My God, whom I praise, do not remain silent, for people who are wicked and deceitful have opened their mouths against me. They have spoken against me with lying tongues. With words of hatred they surround me. They attack me without cause. I think this was aimed at the animation studios.
That's great.
Basically just a big fuck you.
Yeah, big F you.
Fuck you.
Y'all are
Fuck
wicked.
you very, very much. Let's get into the Talon mix. Remy Zero!
Yeah, I like these guys. Yeah. Remy Zero!
Shut up, Pete. Man, that could
I really didn't think it was going to get me this time. Just how loud.
I will
Just the
change it.
loudness.
I will change it every time.
Butterfly by Wanda Kuji
Mm.
and Maurice Rivali's Bolero was featured in this movie. Thank you. Next time on Digimon Digital Monsters.
Next time, Gadget. Next time. Agumon now.
Greymon.
Wish I would have stopped smoking.
No, that's the robot one.
I wish I would have stopped smoking.
Don't. Don't.
You should give up on cigarettes.
You should.
Or else.
You have a stoma.
Digimon. Bodymon. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Next week, season 1, episode 21, Home Away from Home.
Home away from home.
So of course,
Home sweet home.
what is that? I don't even know
That's
what
a
that
song.
is. Home Sweet Home.
Yeah.
'Cause I live at home in a trailer. Bow, 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 bow. Mama, I'm coming home to you. Home Away from Home, Maggie. That's the episode where Ty and Agumon are back.
They're back in Japan.
And who do we see? Kari.
Kari.
And this is the episode that apparently sparked a billion rumors about whether there's a certain love situation going on, which there's not.
There's not.
But
Y'all
you
are
know
being
what?
Weird.
This is what we're gonna do.
Y'all are hoping for something.
We're gonna grab this story by the horns, and we're gonna take it head on next week.
Oh, I was thinking
We're
you'd
dealing
say,
with it.
we're taking this story and we're just gonna crumble it up.
Yeah,
Throw away.
we're gonna discuss it,
Throw
and
away.
we're gonna prove that it is bullshit,
It is
and
bullshit.
that there is no iffy stuff between Ty and Kari.
It's bullshit.
It's just, it's just a misunderstanding. But we'll get into all that next week. Don't you front, dogs. All right? Don't even front.
Don't even front.
As always, special thanks to Basilius of Stupidonia for being our Patreon producer for the month. We greatly appreciate you. And a special thanks to all of our patrons and supporters who have supported the channel over at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome or became a member right here on youtube.com/hopefullyawesome. You all keep us in the biz, so we greatly appreciate you. If you have no bucks to toss our way, it's totally fine. You can help support the channel by simply doing one thing. Hit that like button. You don't even have to subscribe. I mean, it's cool if you do. It's cool if you do all this stuff. But the like button is the biggest thing for YouTube to say, hey, they like this. We should send it to more cool people. So if you will hit that like button, I will greatly appreciate it. Remember, you can also get this on your favorite podcast platforms. If you are listening on podcast services, we'd greatly appreciate it if you would leave us a 5-star rating and review. Again, that helps the Spotify gods also share us. We will be back again next week with another edition of the Digimon podcast. And we'll be back in just moments with the Sailor Moon podcast, unless you want to pivot it to tomorrow before Super 90s.
I'm looking at the time, man. It's 11.
Yeah, it is kind of late.
Yeah, and I know you got stuff to do too.
Yeah.
Is it cool?
No, I mean, we've done that in the past.
Yeah.
If we can get the kids to bed
earlier, yes,
then I think
definitely.
that would be good.
Because
Because it is really late.
It is really late for us. Like, I know, like that trailer was well worth it.
Yeah, yeah.
But like,
It's hard to do 3 streams
It is.
any given night.
Oh yes.
You know.
But
so
like,
I think
yeah.
that'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what we'll do, everybody. We will come back for Sailor
Thanks,
Moon
Kari.
tomorrow night.
Yes.
We'll do that, and then we will go live with super nice playback. So thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you all.
Everybody in chat. You all are awesome.
I'm sorry that I didn't keep up with chats.
Hey,
y'all,
They know.
they
It's all
had
good.
fun. They
Yeah.
had fun though.
They don't need us old fucks in there. You know? These youngsters these days, shit. They got shorts that they love. They love a good pair of shorts. It's a Pokemon.
Oh.
It's like Johnny Youngster. He's like, nothing like a good pair of comfy shorts.
Oh, so it's kind of like nothing like a jelly filled
Yeah,
donut.
kind of.
Okay.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Thanks for watching. And as always,
Have a hopefully awesome day.
bye.